Hi, this is my poster for my Design Futures proposal. So this came around when I was researching, how often kids go outside, and just thinking about how often kids are kind of playing on their iPads and how much play has changed since I guess even I was a kid about 10 years ago. So 1 in 4 children would prefer to play on their iPad than go outside, which is insane. And as well as not leaving the house and not going outside, it's really bad because the games on an iPad don't actually give a lot of stimulation that children need, because they're set rules to follow, whereas they're missing out on these games where they have to make up their own rules and pretend and make believe, which is ludic play, which means they're gonna have lower critical thinking and creativity, as ludic play as a kid develops critical thinking and creativity for later in your life. So yeah, I wanted to make a toy that gets kids out into nature and hopefully gets them in a habit of staying in nature and just finding all these cool things and great things. So it'll start off hopefully with this toy that you want to keep care of, and then we'll just develop into I want to go outside and play, which will then get them into creating these new games, feeding their ludic play. The pet aspect of it also teaches children how to take care of animals and treat animals well in nature, feeding them, petting them, just trying to make them more one with nature. The red character here is meant to be a kind of miscellaneous kind of fruit kind of guy, just a embodiment of nature. And there's all these features. So a camera that scans nature and tells you facts about what you're scanning. So if you scan like an oak tree, it'll give you a nice fact about an oak tree. If you scan an acorn, it'll give you a nice fact about an acorn. And these facts will hopefully get children more, interested in nature, give these kids more of an interest. And this camera can, be a new hobby of like nature photography and, kind of like finding this new appreciation for nature that they never had before. The touchscreen is so you can kind of physically pet the fella, so you feel a bit more of a connection with him. So you, I guess, want to go out more, make him happier, go out and make him happy. So you just keep going out to nature, and it gives you more of a drive to go out again, go out the next day, go out the next day. And scavenger hunts where the device will tell you look for an acorn, look for an oak tree, and look for a woodlouse, and then you go around and you have to find an acorn, a woodlouse, and an oak tree. And then when you've done all of these things with the scavenger hunt, you can unlock a game, which is something fun for you to play, the final kind of prize, and then this game will help keep the virtual pet happy.